My beloved child, pause and feel. Let the noise step back. Let the room grow small and safe. Let your heart notice that I am near. Unclench your hands. Soften your shoulders. Drop the weight you've been carrying down to the floor of my presence. Breathe with me, slowly, evenly, because I am counting every inhale and exhale, and I am writing calm into your chest as my first word tonight. This night is not ordinary. This moment is not common. The air has shifted under my command, and the ground beneath your feet has been quietly consecrated. The change you have waited for is not approaching from a distance. It has stepped over the threshold and into your now. The shift is no longer future tense. It has started right now. Hear the gavel in my voice. Feel the hinge of the story turning under my hand. I am the author, and I am turning the page in real time. Lean in, my child. Do not strain your eyes. Steady your breathing. I am not summoning you to effort. I am inviting you to awareness. Tonight has been marked in the halls of the unseen, and I have inscribed your name upon it, not a crowd's name, yours. This appointment is as personal as the pattern of your fingerprints, as specific as the cadence of your heartbeat. I scheduled it with tenderness and authority, and I have arrived on time. You have asked for confirmation without confusion. Hear me. I am sending one sign tonight, singular, unified, unmistakable, not a scatter of signals, not a maze to decipher. One, it will not shout, it will settle. It will not demand panic, it will carry peace like a fragrance that tells you where it came from. Stay attentive, but do not strive. Keep your eyes on me, not on the clock. Let the sign find you the way a tide finds the shore that belongs to it. Breathe again. Release the tightness from your jaw. Let your shoulders sink under my hand. I am nearer than your thoughts. I am not testing you. I am keeping you. I have already quieted the crosswinds that once confused your compass. I have softened the edges of the night so you can receive without flinching. You are safe with me here. Tonight is a threshold, gentle but powerful, quiet but undeniable. Step to it with open hands. Expect but do not agitate. Watch but do not hunt. What is for you cannot miss you because I myself am escorting it. I am the one calling your name, calming your pulse and authoring this release. And I, your Jesus, am in the room. Stay close, stay soft. This night is marked for you, and the sign I have assigned will arrive as surely as my peace rests upon you now. My child, I saw the questions you never said out loud. I heard the whisper at the edge of sleep. How will I know I'm being answered? I watched the loop that played behind your eyes, the one that asked, what if I misread it again? What if I call ordinary coincidence a holy thing, or worse, miss the holy because I am afraid to be wrong? I sat beside the weight in your chest that said, I am tired of hoping that doesn't land. Ye have gathered those thoughts like fragile notes and held them in my palm without judgment. I did not turn away from your hesitation. I drew closer until my presence pressed against your uncertainty. I counted the nights you stared into the dark and tried to bargain with exhaustion. I traced every tear that traveled quietly, every sigh you released because words were too heavy to carry. I counted your inhale and your exhale. I knew when your body tensed at the memory of disappointments that came dressed like promises. I saw you measure your own heart, wondering if it had become gullible or cold. Nothing in you was invisible to me. You did not need to perform strength to keep me nearby. I have loved you too closely to be fooled by masks or moved by silence. Hear me now. Your sensitivity is not your flaw, it is your gift. The tenderness that makes you feel too much to the world is the very instrument I have been tuning for my peace. You are not dramatic, you are discerning. You are not unstable. You are being trained to notice the fine brushstrokes of my hand. While others need thunder, I am teaching you to recognize the way a room settles when I enter it. While others chase flashing signs, I am sharpening your ear to hear the soft click of a lock I am opening. What you called overthinking has been a hunger for accuracy. I am sanctifying it into discernment that keeps you safe. Release the shame that tells you the delay was your punishment. Lift off the blame that whispers, you did not pray right, believe hard enough, or act perfectly to earn a reply. You do not earn my voice. You are my child. I do not gift according to performance. I deliver according to love and timing. I have not been withholding to make you prove yourself. I have been protecting what is precious so it does not arrive in a storm that would have shattered it. I preserved it. I preserved you. So listen, beloved, your longing for confirmation isn't ignored. It's the very place I'm meeting you tonight. I am not embarrassed by your need for assurance. I designed you to desire alignment with me. Where you heard only quiet, I was tuning the frequency. Where you felt only stillness, I was settling the ground so your next step would not sink. What you called silence was strategy. What you named delay was design. I calmed the winds so you could recognize the fragrance of peace when it comes. I am taking your questions out of the shadows and answering them not with pressure, but with presence. Stay close. Breathe with me. Your heart is about to recognize me more easily than your mind can explain, and that is by my design. My child, let me speak plainly and lift the weight that has sat on your timeline. What you called delay was design. The closed doors that felt like a verdict were not rejection. They were protection and arrangement. The detours that seemed like punishment were safe corridors I carved through storms you could not see. The seasons that moved slowly were not emptiness. They were preparation behind the veil where my hands were weaving what your eyes could not yet discern. You did not miss me. I was not absent. I was aligning. I was. Hear the contrast and let it settle. Not abandonment, but arrangement. Not denial, but preservation. Not silence, but strategy. Not late, but precise. I was never stalled. I was synchronizing. While you were waiting, I was finishing. While you were questioning, I was calibrating. While you kept showing up with your small yes, I was building a release too weighty to rest on untested beams. I loved you too much to let an early door swing open into an unsafe room. I am the author of your story, and I have held the pen without shaking. You stood inside a chapter that felt repetitive, a paragraph you thought you had read before, a sentence that looped like a refrain. But hear me, it was the cadence that builds the climax. I wrote rests into the music. I let white space spread across the page so your eyes would not rush past what your heart needed to absorb. I hid foreshadowing in the ordinary, threads that seemed like nothing at the time, because I knew the moment I would turn the page. That moment is now. Behind the veil, I have tied threads you did not even know were loose. I have purified environments, relationships, rooms, networks, atmospheres, so that what I place in your hands will not be polluted by agendas that cannot carry it. I have synchronized timing to the hour and to the breath, causing resources to ripen, adversaries to expose themselves, allies to awaken, and doors to oil their hinges, so they open with a gentle swing instead of a wrenching force. Precision is my language, beloved, and I have been speaking it over you. So do not grieve the seeming stillness. It kept you from collisions you were never built to survive. Do not curse the slow pace. It trained your steps to match mine. Tonight, the preservation opens. Tonight, design reveals itself as destiny. Because the release is near, I am sending you one confirmation, not noisy, not performative, gentle but undeniable, like the way the room settles when I enter. You will not have to manufacture it. You will recognize its peace as the fragrance of my hand. Let this reframe rest in you now, and watch how the page turns under my authority without you striving to flip it. My child, listen to me with your heart as well as your ears. I am giving one sign tonight, singular in essence, threefold in expression. Think of one stream that touches you in 3 places as it passes, one fingerprint pressed gently in 3 impressions so you cannot mistake its origin. Not superstition, not a scavenger hunt, not you rolling dice with destiny. This is my precise confirmation for alignment, carried to you in a pattern you cannot manufacture. First, the inner witness. It will feel like a sudden, unforced peace settling into rooms inside you that used to echo with pressure. The knot behind your ribs will loose without fanfare. The question will not vanish, it will land. Clarity will arrive without adrenaline, without the surge that leaves you shaky and suspicious. You will not need applause to trust it, nor urgency to legitimize it. It will sit in your chest like a rested yes, a calm certainty that does not argue for itself because it belongs. Where there has been strain, I will place stillness. Where there has been trembling, I will lay a steady hand. This is my voice inside you, gentle, weighty, undeniably kind. Second, the external echo. I will let a word, a phrase, a name, or a theme surface around you more than once within a short window, twice or more like a bell answered from another room. It may come through a passing conversation, a lyric that finds you, a notification that reads like a whisper, a sign you were not looking for. You will not chase it. It will present itself. It will not press you. It will confirm you. This echo will feel familiar when it arrives, as if it has been walking beside your prayer and finally speaks aloud. Do not run after noise. Attend to the repeated note I conduct across separate moments, and notice how it agrees with the peace already resting in you. Third, aligned timing. I will let this pattern arrive where your path narrows, around a decision you have been carrying, a prayer you have just laid bare, a point where you were near forcing what would not open or giving up what I still hold. It will meet you at the hinge, the place where you ask me plainly what to do. When the sign appears, the timing itself will testify. Not late, not early, exact. It will not drag you into a sprint. It will open into a step, and the step will be enough. Hear my boundaries and let them guard you. This is not for gambling, bargaining, obsession, or ultimatums. I am not being tested. I am guiding you. I will not be used to prop a fantasy or feed fear. My confirmation serves direction, healing, reconciliation, and next step obedience. It will never violate the peace I place in you, never demand panic, never contradict the character I have been forming in your hidden years. It will not shame you or flatter your ego. It will steady you to move with me. Understand why it is one sign and not a circus of proofs. I confirm. I do not entertain. I am not overwhelming you with options. I am branding you with assurance. My fingerprint is precise and my love is specific. One sign, threefold witness, peace within, echo without, timing aligned, so that your heart cannot be tossed and your feet can move without trembling. This is how I keep you from superstition and from self-sabotage, how I honor the maturity I have grown in you. So stay near, beloved. Do not hunt patterns. Hold my hand. Do not scan the horizon. Rest your gaze on me. Intimacy is the doorway through which the sign walks to you. Breathe with me, listen low, and let what I have assigned find you without striving. When it comes, and it will come tonight, you will recognize me by the absence of pressure, the presence of peace, and the way everything arrives right where your question waited. And I, your Jesus, will be there in the quiet center of it, confirming you with a tenderness that carries authority and a certainty that carries you forward. My child, hear me and let this become the rhythm of your night. You do not chase confirmation. You stay close to me, and what is assigned to you finds you in peace. This is the economy of my kingdom: closeness over control, communion over manipulation, presence over performance. No striving, only receiving. I am not asking you to force an opening or search the horizon like a guard on a wall. I am asking you to rest beside me like a child who knows the house is guarded and the doorbell will ring at the right time. Your nearness is the doorway. Your softness is the key. So let your body agree with your spirit now. Unclench your jaw. Soften your shoulders under my hand. Loosen the tight grip of your fingers. Open your hands on your lap as a picture of trust. Breathe slowly with me. 4 counts in, 6 counts out, like waves returning to shore. Feel your feet on the ground that I have made safe. Say this simple prayer without performing it, like a whisper laid in my palm. Jesus, I receive your confirmation. Say it once and let it sit. No bargaining, no explaining, just receiving. Understand why this posture matters. Striving distorts perception. Anxious scanning turns everything into an omen and nothing into assurance. When panic holds the lens, it magnifies shadows and calls them signals. It misreads coincidence as command and misses my quiet yes because it is too busy interrogating the room. Peace sharpens discernment. When my stillness settles in you, your eyes clear. Noise loses its authority. You do not need the world to be loud for your heart to be sure. My peace is your compass. It is not passive. It is precise. Let me give you an attention plan for tonight, simple and holy. Live your evening, but do it gently. Wash the dishes without rushing. Notice the warmth of the water on your hands. Turn down the volume of unnecessary noise. Let one soft song or the quiet itself keep you company. Put your phone face down. No doom scrolling, no spirals of headlines, no rabbit holes of comparison. Do not send frantic messages to pull opinions out of people. Do not make impulsive purchases, commitments, or confessions to feed the ache of waiting. If a decision surfaces that thrums with pressure, set it back on the shelf until peace returns. Step outside for a moment and feel the night air. Light a small candle or sit by a window. If words rise, write a single line of gratitude and stop there. Keep company with me in ordinary tasks, folding, tidying, breathing. Let normal be your sanctuary because I walk in the ordinary with extraordinary intention. This is how the sign will find you. Not hunched over a screen, but held in my calm. Not running, but resting. Not braced, but open. You are not at risk of missing what bears your name. I have not asked you to net a fish in a storm. I have prepared a table, and I am placing what is needed where your hands can reach without strain. The arrival is not random. It is assigned. It is protected. Even now I am arranging its path toward you. Stay close to me. Keep your breath slow. Keep your hands open and watch how peace becomes the doorway through which my confirmation enters. And I, your Jesus, will meet you in that doorway, not to rush you, but to walk you forward. My child, hear the movement above and around you. Angels are already briefed. Assignments have been read aloud in the courts of my presence. Seals have been pressed into wax with your name in heavenly ink. Routes have been charted, interference mapped and neutralized, and the order has been given. Proceed without delay. They are not coming to consider. They are coming to complete. This is not a suggestion floating through hope. This is an escorted delivery under my authority, moving now. I have stationed messengers along the corridors of your night. Wings have been spread to make a canopy over your dwelling so the atmosphere stays clear. Doors that do not belong to you are shut and locked. Doors that belong to you are guarded and will open at my touch. Confusion has been restrained. The swirl that once pulled at your mind is muzzled. I am keeping your interior safe and your environment still so that what I send arrives intact, unpressured, unmistakable. This night is under watch. Understand how I deliver with precision. I will use ordinary vessels with holy accuracy. A stranger's sentence can carry the echo. A child's unguarded comment can hold my clarity. An unexpected call can time itself to your whispered question. A text you didn't solicit. A line from a song you weren't trying to hear. A passing remark between two people at a checkout line. I can lace any common thread with uncommon appointment. Do not elevate spectacle and despise simple pathways. I often walk through the ordinary because it keeps your heart free from theatrics and anchored in peace. Notice the way I protect the path. I assign angels to stand between you and frenzy, to turn down the volume on urgency that is not from me, to reroute conversations that would confuse what I am clarifying, to hold back interruptions at the very second your heart is listening. They bear keys to lock distractions and scrolls that release timing. They move quietly, but their enforcement is absolute. What has your name will not be pirated. What I am sending will not be diluted in transit. So I settle you again in this assurance. The sign will not require you to solve a puzzle. You will not have to decode a riddle to be safe. It will be quiet but undeniable, gentle but weighty, simple but exact. It will agree with the peace I have already placed in your chest, and its arrival will align without forcing. Pressure is not my messenger. Panic is not my courier. The adversary mimics with noise and deadlines. He rushes, he shoves, he stirs fear to make you grab. I confirm with peace and alignment. I guide, I steady, I invite you to step where the ground is already sure. Stay near me and rest beneath the wings I have stretched over this night. Let the guardians I sent do their work while you do yours. Breathe, listen, remain soft. When the delivery reaches you, and it will, receive it as you would a friend escorted to your door by trusted hands. This is not coincidence, this is orchestration, and I, your Jesus, have commanded it to find you now. My child, as the escorted confirmation approaches, learn this boundary I am carving like a safe path through the night. My confirmation feels like peace, not pressure. I lead, fear drives. I steady, chaos shoves. I invite, panic demands. My voice is a hand on your shoulder guiding you forward. The counterfeit is a fist at your back, forcing you to run. Hear me with certainty. Anything that demands panic is not your sign. Here are the markers of my confirmation so you can rest inside them. It produces patience, not lethargy, but unhurried readiness. It breeds humility, a willingness to be taught, to ask wise questions, to honor process. Without worshiping delay, it clarifies, fog thins, not because every detail appears, but because the next step stands still and sure. It aligns with purity and love, no double lives, no hidden corners, no bargains with shame. It invites wisdom, not impulsivity, space to consult, to pray, to breathe, to let counsel sharpen without domineering. You will feel expanded, not inflated, anchored, not anesthetized, gathered, not grabbed. Now discern the counterfeit by its fruit. It rushes, now or never, with a countdown that tramples peace. It obsesses, spinning your mind until everything is a clue and nothing is a compass. It confuses, promising clarity while multiplying questions that accuse you. It spirals doom, threatening loss if you pause to breathe. It flatters vanity, building a pedestal and calling it purpose. It urges secrecy. Don't tell anyone, don't seek counsel, hide it, hurry it, hold it tight. And it asks for compromise. Small lies, bent boundaries, eroded integrity, just this once. If a so-called sign isolates you from light, community, and truth, it is not mine. If it demands you betray the purity I have formed in you to keep it, it is not yours to keep. Use this simple filter as a gate for everything that knocks on your door tonight. Does this draw me closer to Jesus? Does it produce peace? Does it align with integrity and love? If any answer is no, wait without fear. Waiting to honor wisdom does not forfeit what I give, it protects it. I do not punish the pause that seeks my heart. I honor it. To my children whose bodies have learned to brace, whose histories make ambiguity loud, hear my promise. I will not weaponize uncertainty against you. I will not dangle riddles to test your worth or play hide-and-seek with your nervous system. I confirm gently. I repeat without shaming. I will speak in ways that your healed heart can carry, and if you need me to say it again, I will say it again without scolding. You cannot miss me by choosing peace, integrity, and love. Those are the streets I walk on to reach you. Understand this, beloved. Your hidden season trained your eyes for this very discernment. While you felt overlooked, I was sharpening your hearing for peace. While you thought nothing was happening, I was forming a compass that is not swayed by weather. That is why I trust you now. Stand in the calm I place within you. Follow the stillness I author. Let pressure pass by like a stranger at your gate. My confirmation stabilizes you. Anything that demands panic is not your sign. And I, your Jesus, am holding your pace, keeping you safe and leading you forward tonight. My child, let me name what the silence produced in you so you stop calling yourself less than what I have made you to be. You were never invisible to me. You were seen when no one was watching, heard when no one was listening, strengthened when no one was cheering. You did not waste the wilderness refined you. It took the sharp edges of striving and sanded them down to humility that can carry weight without cracking. It tuned your ear to the frequency of peace. It stripped you of the need to prove and left you with the desire to steward. What you thought was delay was certification, and I signed it with my own hand. Hear the truth of your endurance and let it stand like pillars beneath you. You remained when walking away would have been easier. You endured when fatigue made quitting sound holy. You kept your purity when compromise dressed itself as an answer. You told the truth when lies promised a shortcut. You forgave when bitterness made a case. You chose counsel over isolation. You stayed kind when cynicism paraded as wisdom. Your integrity under pressure has spoken a language that the heavens answer, and that language has summoned the breakthrough now moving toward you. I am not elevating you for spectacle. I am entrusting you for stewardship. Tonight's confirmation is not a trophy to wave. It is a key to carry. This is not about spotlight. It is about alignment. I am not putting you on display to be consumed. I am placing something in your hands to be tended. The sign I send is not to impress the room that ignored you. It is to align your heart and steps with what I have preserved for you to host. When I confirm, I am placing responsibility in peace, authority without panic, visibility without vanity. Understand what readiness means to me. Readiness is a vessel that can hold the oil without tipping. No panic to spill it, no pride to squander it, no self-sabotage to crack the jar. Readiness is a heart that does not need the validation of the crowd to obey the whisper. Readiness is patience married to courage, humility joined to clarity. You are ready because pressure no longer steers you, flattery no longer feeds you, and fear no longer frames you. You are ready because intimacy, not impulse, is your engine. So here is how you will honor the confirmation when it arrives. Do not rush to announce, rush to agree. Breathe once, say thank you once, and answer with one simple act of obedience. If it is a name, pray for them now or send a gentle note of peace. If it is a door, knock softly and wait, or place the application you have been holding in a draft into motion. If it is a release, Lay down what I highlight without drama. Delete the number, close the tab. Cancel the meeting that keeps stealing your peace. If it is rest, turn out the light and sleep as an offering. Small, clean, immediate, not noisy, not forced, aligned. You have graduated from needing fireworks to trust a father's nod. Let the nod be enough. Let the peace be the proof. Let integrity remain your path. I trust you with what is next because hiddenness made you holy. I am turning the page, and I am asking you to carry this next line with the same quiet faithfulness that carried you through the last chapter. And I, your Jesus, am with you in this entrustment, steadying your hands, guarding your pace, and delighting to see you walk in what your wilderness prepared you to hold. My child, hear me now and let this settle like oil over water. The sign is not the finish line. It is the seal that moves you into calm, obedient action. When you see it, seal it. Do not race to conclusions or to an audience. Let peace write the first sentence of your response. First, acknowledge. Whisper gratitude before you reach for understanding. Let worship be your first language, not analysis. Say it softly right where you are, even under your breath, if that is all you can give. I see you, Jesus. Thank you. Bow on the inside. Breathe and let your heart kneel. Do not interrogate the moment. Honor it. Gratitude anchors clarity. Worship fastens your yes to me. Where your mind wants to diagram, let your spirit adore. This is how you keep the holy from being handled like data. This is how you tell heaven you are present to what I am doing, by thanking me for arriving. Second, align. Take one small, obedient step, tethered to what you have been praying about, not 10 steps. 1. If the echo touched a relationship, forgive from the heart or send the apology that restores clean ground. If it met a calling, send the email, place the application, update the resume, take the class. If it came as rest, shut the laptop, turn out the light, and sleep in trust. If it highlighted dignity, set the boundary with gentleness and truth. If it spoke release, lay down what I pointed to without ceremony. Small, clean, immediate. No drama, no delay, no grandstanding. Align your feet with your amen. Third, release control. Refuse to force timelines or invent pressure where I have given peace. Say it aloud as a seal over your night. I receive without striving. Let that sentence become your rhythm. Commit to patience while I complete the process. I am pacing this unfolding with precision you cannot improve. The seed does not become a tree by being pulled, it becomes a tree by being kept. Let me keep it. Let me sequence the doors. Let me finish what I started. Your rest is agreement. Your patience is participation. Guard the tenderness of this moment. Protect the seed. Do not overshare. Discern who is safe to tell, those who steward your peace, not those who dissect your faith. Some things are strengthened in quiet, and I am not asking you to invite doubt to sit at a table I just prepared. Silence here is not secrecy, it is stewardship. I will tell you when to widen the circle. Until then, let me narrate and keep your heart unbruised. Write this down. Record the sign, the timing, the inner peace, and the next step. Note the hour, the way your body settled, the words that echoed. These are memorial stones you will point to when future winds rise. Your journal becomes a map of my faithfulness. Your memory becomes a shield against tomorrow's lies. So, beloved, acknowledge, align, release, seal what I have sent, and move with me, calmly, surely, without strain. Tonight is a threshold. Doors are oiling, pages are turning under my hand. Step with me into the chapter I authored for you, and I, your Jesus, am walking you through it now. My child, hear my final word over this night, and let it settle like a seal upon your heart. This night is different. This night is yours. The page is turning under my hand. Where things felt stuck, They are loosening. Where release felt delayed, it is releasing, not later, now. I am the author, and I am moving the story forward at the line I wrote long before you could read it. I have spoken it in the halls of the unseen, and now I speak it over you. Confirmed. Look and listen to the sound of access. Keys are already in motion. Locks are disengaging with a quiet click. Hinges I have oiled are granting a gentle swing. Gates are lifting, not because of luck, sentiment, or chance, but because a holy agenda is manifesting by my decree. Not coincidence, commission, not random, reserved. I am not trying something, I am finishing something. Doors that belong to you will recognize my hand and yield at my touch. I secure you in this. No sabotage, no theft, no interruption. I have purified the environment around you so that what I am delivering lands without contamination. The swirl is silenced. The rush that is not from me is restrained. You will not be overwhelmed. I am pacing this with kindness. The weight will feel like fit, not like crush. The next steps will arrive with room to breathe, consult, and agree. I am covering your mind and calming your body so you can receive with joy instead of bracing with fear. Now, beloved, receive with open hands. Lift your eyes to me and keep them there. Walk forward when I nod, one step at a time, in peace. Celebrate quietly but confidently. Worship before you whisper details. Gratitude before you gather opinions. Let joy rise without frenzy. This is holy, and you are safe within it. Take the key I place and use it in one door. Speak the yes I author and let me handle sequence and pace. And when it arrives, return and mark this moment as a memorial. Testify here so the family I am gathering can bear witness with you. Write simply and truly, without performance. I received it. I saw the sign. Let these words become stones of remembrance, an altar of gratitude in the place where I met you tonight. Your testimony will steady another heart, the way my peace has steadied yours. I am turning the page, and I, your Jesus, am confirming you tonight. Receive, align, and step forward in peace. The door is open, the gate is lifted, the way is escorted. The story advances because I have said so. This was always yours. Step in, beloved. Amen.